and this is the deal. Okay. Next slide. Somebody can read.
Knowledge 18 to 20 to 22. Goodness. Seeing everything as same spirit, soul, absolute. Passion. Seeing different soul in every body based on duality. Ignorance. Attached to one kind of work as all is all materialistic.
So, if a person is in the mood of goodness, how will he look at things? If a person is in the mode of passion, person in the mode of ignorance, how will they look? Actually, the person in the mode of ignorance, we should say that he sees no soul at all. That is the best way of putting it. The poor man can't understand or recognize the existence of a soul because they're very physical based in the sense that they have to see something if they have to believe it exists. Like that, that type of people. So he will not believe there's a soul. He won't. So he says, if I'm happy today, that's all. That's all that matters to me. What happens tomorrow, I don't care. Tomorrow I'll figure out some other person whom I can cheat or whatever, fool and take money or enjoy tomorrow. Aaj ka ho gaya, now just go to sleep. Like that. So man of ignorance, man of passion is he plans. Of course he plans. He plans carefully, but he always plans for his personal, shall we say, profit. Personal profit. Some profit will be there for him. Personal name, fame, money, power, authority, some enjoyment that he gets, etc. So he is also. Uh, I mean, the thing is, person in the mode of passion, you can say sometimes he recognizes their existence of soul. So sometimes these persons in the mode of passion are careful. They don't do too many crazy things because they know they'll have to suffer. They'll feel, why should I suffer? Better be careful. But the person in the mode of goodness, he will think there must be a higher purpose for life. There must be a higher goal, not just running behind this or that and whatever like that. So made of goodness, he's always thinking, is there something I'm missing? Is there a higher purpose? Is there a higher goal in life? What's going on? Like that. So people in the mode of goodness are inquisitive to know the truth. People in the mode of passion are inquisitive to know how to control. Do you see the difference? How to control something or somebody?
Yes,
Do you
Prabhuji.
see the difference? Can you answer me?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
And similarly, a person in the mode of ignorance is always thinking, "Arey, whom can I catch? Whom can I fool today?" That is what he is thinking. Okay? Yeah, next slide. If you have any questions, write it down or you can ask me immediately. Because sometimes you keep it in your mind, and mind is not a good parking area. After some time, you get confused. You don't remember what you parked there. Like sometimes, it happens to me so often in the temple. There are many places in the temple where we keep footwear. Before you enter the temple hall, before you enter the kitchen, before you enter the dining hall, prasadam area, in front of my office, before I enter my room. After some time, if I've gone to all the places in a day, I just cannot figure out where I've kept my slippers. Where did I last keep them? So I start retracing my path. Where all did so it's become a joke. When they see me going around looking at the floor, half the temple will laugh. Oh, here it is. Prabhu is back at it, searching for his slippers. You can say sometimes mode of ignorance also has its own humor side. Like that. But you see, we have to search, not for slippers. We have to search for Krishna. We have to search for an ideal guru. We have to search for the best acharya who can guide us, train us, teach us. Isn't it? That is the search we have to do. So inquisitiveness is there. Now, you could say I am searching for my slippers, but because I already found the guru. You people haven't found a guru yet. So, I'm just saying something in lighter vein. I hope you don't mind. All right, so let's go to the next slide. Any questions? Next slide, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I already changed the slide.
Yeah, go ahead. Now, somebody can read.
Action, verse 18 to 23 to 24. Goodness, regulated, performed without attachment, love, or hatred, without desire for fruitful results, fruitful results, ego.
Something expecting the benefit. Fruitive means I'm planting a tree because I want the fruits. I'm doing something because I want the fruits. I want the fruits of my action. I want to enjoy the fruits of my action. That's called fruitive. You get it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, tell me. Read.
With great determination and enthusiasm, passion, seeking to greatly sense from false ego, attached to work and fruit of work, greedy, envious, impure, moved by joy and sorrow, ignorance, performed in illusion, without regards for spiritual injection, without concern for future bond age, implies by envy, cause violence or distress, engage in work against the injection of scriptures, materialistic, abstain, cheating, expecting in. Expecting.
Okay. Let me summarize. Enough. Puja, enough. See, let me summarize. See, look at it. Let's build it from the bottom. Somebody is in the mode of ignorance, actually a very special person, okay? Very great person. I mean to say, he causes violence or distress to others. He causes violence or distress to others. He is engaged in works against the injunctions of scripture. That is if it is mentioned in the Mahabharata, Baba, don't tell lies, don't cheat, don't gamble. He will say, why I should not? Let me see what happens. You see, there are people like that, against the recommendations of scripture. Typically, I'll tell you, give you a practical example. The doctor says, be careful, don't do this. Arey wo bolega. He will say whatever he likes. What does he know about my body? I know about my body better than the doctor. He has seen my body for half an hour. I have been living in this body all my life. I know my body better. My body, like that. They're most filled with arrogance, and they are, you could say, they are very limited intelligence or something like that. You see? And they're very, they show a lot of courage and bravery where they should not show. क्या होता है? क्या होगा? Nothing will happen. You eat. I am there to take care of it. Like that kind of stupidity they will show. So that is the mode of ignorance. Mode of passion is a little more careful because he wants to enjoy in this body. So he likes to preserve the body. Typically, they are the kind of guys who go to the gym and this and that. Of course, many people go to the gym to keep healthy. But the guy in the mode of passion goes to the gym because he wants to be fit and attractive for a long time. Because he wants to be attractive and then he wants to attract people, and then some kind of thrill or enjoyment he gets. Fit for a long time so you can enjoy or something like that. But the mode of goodness knows, see, this body is meant for serving Krishna, Guru, society. I have to carefully protect it. But I also have to preserve the purity of the body, purity of my mind and body. So there's a huge difference between how people analyze when they're in different modes. Are you understanding?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Does it make sense?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So can we go to the next slide? Yeah. Somebody can read. See, if it is about 3 modes, skip this. It's the same thing. We will do a more detailed analysis later on. You understand what I'm saying? Let's skip this slide. Go to the next one. Now you read.
Determination 33 to 35. Goodness, unbreakable, steadfast, control mind.
Steadfast means very steady. Okay. Now, carry on.
Passion, holding fast to furtive results in economy, development, religion, and sense gratification. Ignorance cannot go beyond dreaming, lamentation, more senseless, illusion, and fearfulness.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you an example. Now, somebody in the mode of goodness, let's say that person wants to get the first rank in a class. What will he do? Tell me.
He will prepare for it.
Huh?
He will prepare for it, Prabhuji. He will study hard.
Prepares, does what?
Hard work.
Huh?
He works hard.
Exactly. He shows determination, he works hard, he's very focused. He doesn't get distracted because he's got a goal fixed in his mind. So, you know what? That's like, you could say, mode of goodness. Even in the mode of passion, somebody wants to top the class. But the mode of passion, people are, the mode of goodness, guys, he will try. But then later on, he will say, ultimately, it depends on Krishna, whether I'll get it or not. The mode of passion, guys, are in sometimes they're called the Kshatriya, the sportsmen, they just won't give up. He will fail, he'll try again. He will fail, he will try again. He'll fail, he'll try again. So that's the mode of passion. They won't give up easily. They are typical sportsmen, who succeed. He will train in the gym for 10 hours a day. He'll do whatever, weights and this and that and so on. Very, very determined. Very, very, like they do tapasya for 10,000 years. When Lord Shiva appears, Ramana will say, I should get the power to, nobody should be able to kill me. Something like that. That's the mode of passion mixed with ignorance. You know what the person in ignorance will say? He'll try to get the first rank. And let's say he doesn't get it. What do you think he will do? Tell me, if he doesn't get it.
Blame everybody.
Huh?
He will play blame game like you because of you.
Who said this? Who's speaking?
Puja Prabhuji.
Huh?
Puja Prabhuji.
Oh yeah, Puja.
Yeah.
You know what the person in ignorance will do? He'll blame everybody except himself. Arey, this is cheating going on here. You don't know. I saw the first rank student's mother. She went into the headmaster's office. Some deal was worked out there itself. This is the typical reaction of a person in the mode of ignorance. He will not introspect. He will not think. He will not analyze his own behavior. He will blame everybody.
Yes.
What did they say? Everybody? What did they say in the end?
Everybody else.
Except himself. So, typical mode of ignorance person you can easily make out by having a conversation. You should ask him, what happened? Why you didn't get a reservation in the train? He'll say, all agents are there everywhere. They pay money and they will get the seat. I mean, nowadays, this is not so easy. Not like before. Everything is computerized. And what computer? All hocus pocus, bogus. Nothing. Everything is simply show. Like that he will talk. He will blame everything, everybody, always except himself. So this is the mode of ignorance. Sometimes ignorant people are comic characters. Comic, you know what I mean by that? You can watch them and feel pathetic. So what's wrong with this guy? When will he wake up and realize that his analysis is completely wrong? If he doesn't get good marks in the exam, he'll blame the examiner, or he'll blame the system, or he'll blame somebody else. For everything, he has somebody to blame, not himself. He will never learn. Person in the mode of ignorance is doomed because he can always find a new excuse. Finding an excuse is not very difficult. You think it is? It's not very difficult. You can always find some reason, somebody to blame. So it's sometimes pretty entertaining to listen to somebody in the mode of ignorance. And sometimes listening to the stories of people in the mode of passion is also interesting because it's a story of grit, determination against all odds, like that. But see, the thing about mode of determination, passion, and mode of goodness is the person in the mode of goodness will select a goal in a proper way. Person in the mode of passion, he won't have that intelligence to select. Sometimes revenge is his goal, and he'll spend all his life trying to get that revenge. Like Ravana wanted revenge over, I don't know, Kubera, for instance. Like that, there are some stories. So he will spend all his life show determination to get revenge. Mode of goodness person, he will select the goal also carefully. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So the person in the mode of goodness, his goal is what? Generally speaking,
To achieve goals.
to achieve goal. What is his goal? Huh?
Krishna.
Yes. Typically, a person in the mode of goodness will say, my goal is to serve and please Krishna. My goal is to find a good guru. My goal is to follow the instructions that the guru gives nicely or carefully. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whereas the goal of a person in the mode of passion is sometimes revenge, sometimes power, sometimes defeating his enemy, sometimes kidnapping the most beautiful woman, or something like that, some crazy thing like that. And they'll give half their life or their whole life trying to get that. Mode of ignorance, though, he cannot fix a goal because he can be distracted very easily. Somebody offers him a whatever, a bottle of drink or something, he'll change his mind and go. So mode of ignorance person cannot be trusted. Cannot be trusted at all. He cannot be trusted with secrets. He cannot be trusted with anything. Person in the mode of ignorance. All right, next sloka. Sorry, I mean to say next slide. We finished this, no? Next. This is interesting. See, when somebody does something in the activity in the mode of goodness, sometimes initially it is painful, like getting up at 4 o'clock and attending Mangalarti at 4:30. Initially it is tough, it is painful, but later on it becomes very relishable, like nectar. Ends like nectar. And normally people in the mode of goodness, they gain a lot by whatever they're doing. They gain experience, they gain goodwill, they gain good friends, they gain something. Long-term gain will be there. Like that, it is mentioned. Mode of passion, sometimes they get something useful, but mostly it is very self-ambition driven. Like that. Mostly driven by self-ambition. Karna wants to defeat Arjuna and hence he goes and accepts Parashurama as his guru. Like that. So it is their whole struggle is to defeat somebody or get something or take revenge. Like that. Mode of ignorance, so they have no goal. As long as they see a bottle of wine or whiskey or some money or this or that, something that they think they can enjoy, they will change their goal. Immediately they will change their goal. That's just the determination of the people in the mode of ignorance. Next. Next slide. Next slide. This is also just explanation, further explanation of an ideal worker who works in the mode of goodness. Next slide. Yeah, 4 social orders. Somebody can read.
4 social orders and duties. Brahmanas, peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom, and religiousness.
Can others
Kshatriyas,
turn on your videos, please, whoever it is possible? Please turn on your videos. Nice to see you all when I speak to you. Do you want my video to be turned on, or is it okay if I switch it off?
Turned on.
Huh?
Turn on, Prabhuji.
You know, I have a joke with all my students. Next time I'll come wearing a burqa, hijab or burqa to the class. Shall I do that?
No, Prabhuji.
No problem.
Then
No,
why you
Prabhuji.
not doing the videos? Supraja, what happened? I mean, unless it's impossible. It's so nice to see each other when we are talking. Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I'm on the terrace, Prabhuji.
You're what?
So, I am on the terrace, Prabhuji.
That's okay. Fine. As long as
Thank
you haven't gone to the moon, no? It's okay.
you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
No, I thought you were in the moon or something. On the moon or something.
No, Prabhuji, no.
Not yet. Not yet. Okay, okay. You have applied and you have not got it. Fine, fine, fine. Hey, what about Vijaya Kalyani, Jashit, Navya Shri, Sunduri? What happened to you? How are you doing, Sunduri, today?
I'm doing good, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. I just have a bad cold, so I'm lying down and listening.
Okay, fine. All right. So, shall we continue?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Sapan. Thank you, everybody who's turned on your videos. And special thanks to those who have not. That is what I call determination in the mode of, you tell me what mode that is. I won't tell you.
Pranam Guruji. Pranam.
No, I said, I'm just requesting everybody to turn on the videos. Some people have, some people have not. So those who have not turned on their videos, they're showing determination in the mode of what? You tell me.
Passion.
Goodness, passion, ignorance. You tell me.
Passion. Passion.
It's
I'm
passion, Prabhuji.
You still don't want to turn on. So what category is that? Mode of goodness, passion, ignorance.
Ignorance.
Okay. See, we'll carry on. So the next slide. Okay, see, let me tell you about the 4 social orders. The Brahmana, the Kshatriya, the Vaishya, the Shudra. What are their qualities is mentioned here, okay? But please, there's a disclaimer. Please understand one thing very clearly. In the Vedic system, generally speaking, a Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Shudra does not have much to do with birth. It has to do with activities, qualities. Do you understand what I'm saying? Please understand this carefully. Chaturvarnyam maya shishtam guna karma vibhagasaha. Please repeat after me. Chaturvarnyam maya shishtam
Maya system
guna karma
guna karma
vibhagasaha.
vibhagasaha.
What does this mean?
Please turn once.
This is the 4 orders of the society. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. I make them. Don't blame anybody. Don't blame Manu Shastra, Manu Dharma Shastra. I made them. Krishna is saying, I made them. Maya Srishtam. I created. And don't fight about sanatandharma. Says, no need. I made it. I created. And anything I do is perfect. Anything I do is perfect. So Krishna says, I made it. And by the way, what are they? Guna karma vibhagasaha. What is the meaning of guna karma? Uma?
Whatever the things we do, Prabhuji, whatever the duties we perform.
Guna karma. Guna means quality. What quality you have? Qualities. Behavior qualities you have. Karma. What are the activities you do? Okay. It is not based on janma. Do you understand what I'm saying, Sapan? It is not based on janma. It is based on two things. What is it based on?
Guna and karma.
Yeah. So what is the meaning of guna and karma?
Quality.
Srinidhi?
Quality and the activity of work what you have rendered into a day-to-day life.
Perfect, Kaushal Narji. Perfect answer. All right. So it's like this. Prabhupada used to ask, let's say I'm a high court judge. Can my son or daughter claim I'm also a high court judge because my father is high court judge? What would you say? You would say, come on,
No,
don't be.
No, Prabhuji, because the judge have passed the qualification, trained himself in that particular profession, and then he got it based on his abilities.
Exactly. So if that person gets qualified, he can also become a judge. If I'm a doctor, my daughter, son may become a doctor. If they work for it, they try, they pass the exam, get a degree. Now, would you call this discrimination? It is not. It is a merit-based system.
No.
It is a merit-based system. So these politicians don't know ABCD of Krishna's Varnashrama system. They don't even know the ABCD. And they make huge comments about it. Anyway, I don't want to waste my time or your time thinking about it. Guna karma vibhagasaha. But it is a fact that the son of a doctor has probably more chances to become a doctor than a lawyer, because he's kind of growing up in that type of an atmosphere. All right. So it is a proper, intelligent, practical way of dividing society. Prabhupada said even in communist society, there are 4 types of people. There are the taxi drivers, the auto drivers, and people who work in factories and lathes, etc. They are the physical workers. They use their body strength, etc. We have people who work in the construction industry, like that. They are the physical people who work and earn money. That's called the working class. Then there's the Vaishya class. The Vaishya class are people who have that natural instinct for what? Tell me.
Trading.
Business, trading. They have a natural instinct for doing business. They're called the Vaishya class. They love to make money by trading. Buy something, keep it for some time, sell it, higher profit, this profit, there you get profit. There I can buy from China and sell in India. Then some things I can source from India and sell to China. Different things they are thinking. So they are naturally interested in business kind of thing. And they have an inclination for business. And Krishna says, Krishi Goraksha, cow protection, taking care of the cows, and Goraksha. Krishi means growing things. Either you grow directly or make things, you produce things. In other words, you produce in order to sell them. That's the Vaishya mentality. Kshatriya people are strong, are physically strong. They're generally administrators, etc. Administrators, officials, bureaucrats. They run businesses. They are leaders. They're in the military. They're in the police. They're called the Kshatriya class. They like to use power, authority. They like to take risks in life. They like to go to places where there's some fear or threat or some risk, like the Indo-China border, Indo-Pakistan border, like that. They like that. They get that thrill. So they are called the Kshatriyas. They like to fight. Generally, Kshatriyas like to fight for a good cause. Good cause, generally speaking. All right. So that is the Kshatriya class. Kshatriya class are powerful. They have arms, they have weapons, they run the country, they have wealth, because But then you see, Kshatriya class protects Dharma. Kshatriya class protects women, Dharma, saintly people, works under their guidance. Like Dasharatha's had a guru called Vashishta. Dasharatha had another guru type of person called Vishwamitra. Like that. So they are Kshatriyas, but they work under the overall direction of Brahmanas. Brahmanas are the most qualified because they're intelligent, they study the scripture, they understand, they know how to apply the scripture. They're very expert, they can teach Kshatriya anything, including how to use the weapons, though Brahmana typically does not use the weapon. That's why when Dronacharya comes to fight in the battle of Kurukshetra, many people say he did a mistake. He shouldn't have gone and fought. He said, I'm a Brahmana, my job is to teach. I will not come to fight. That's not my job. I'm not meant to fight. I can only teach. I should only teach. So Brahmanas can teach. Brahmanas are intelligent. Brahmanas can identify right from wrong. That is their special talent. Tell me, what is the special talent of the Brahmanas?
Differentiate right from wrong.
Teaching. Teaching.
And there's another quality the Brahmanas have. They are fearless in presenting what is right and what is wrong. And they're selfless and they're fearless. They may be kind, they may be compassionate, they may be forgiving, but they know the truth, they know right from wrong, they will present it, and they're selfless. They will not say, it may be, you may not like to hear this, but so I will change the truth. I will change and I'll tell you something else which you may like to hear. No, they will speak the truth. But they're expert also. They know how to present the truth without offending. So Brahmanas are natural leaders of the Kshatriyas also. Brahmanas are leaders of
Kshatriyas also.
proper said, they're like the head. Mastak of the body. Head. If the head goes crazy, you may be having a fit body, but you're a danger. So if the Brahmanas compromise, then the society is in great risk and danger. First symptom of Kali Yuga is Brahmanas are no longer performing their duty carefully and honestly, with sincerity and with fearlessness. First principle of degradation in the society. They want the privileges and powers and authority of a Brahmana, but they don't want to discharge the duties, responsibilities. Like that, okay? So there are 4 types of people. Even in the military, even in communist society, there is a driver, there's a businessman, there's a military guy, and there are the professors and the pundits and those who know, who teach. They are the Brahminical class. So such 4 classes are there everywhere in any society. Not just in India, it's not that. So there is some kind of a natural hierarchy. Like if he's a driver, there's a proper place for the driver. There's a proper place for a clerk. There's a proper place for a junior subdivision clerk or officer or a superintendent. Like that, there's a hierarchy. We can't call that hierarchy as discrimination. It's very natural. The prime minister of a country or president has high set of privileges, facilities. Everybody may not get that because he or she is the prime minister. So we can't call that discrimination, okay? So Krishna's system of organizing social order is very correct and we should not feel guilty. But the problem is when everybody thinks I'm born in a particular family, whether I have the qualifications or not, I want to enjoy the benefits of that caste, then there's a serious issue. All right, next slide.
Yes,
Next slide. I already said this. I already shared this. Somebody can read this.
Perfection through work. One can become perfect by doing all the duties of his respective varna for the Lord pleasures.
Okay. So here it is said that as long as we are doing something under the direction of Krishna, for the pleasure of Krishna, as per the direction, you're safe, you're in safe zone. What is it? Tell me.
We are doing under the directions of Krishna. We are in safe zone.
Harshini, you can't talk. I want you to answer. You are a genius. I want others to answer. You're ready to be a teacher. Next batch, we'll put you as a teacher. I want others to respond. What was my question? What was my question?
How we can be safe zone?
Yeah, tell me. One of you answer. What is safe zone and how can we be in safe zone? Anusha, would you like to try?
Unless we surrender to Sri Krishna and detach from the materialistic things, we can be in a safe zone.
Who just said that? I couldn't figure out.
Supraja Prabhuji.
Oh, Supraja, thank you. Yeah, safe zone means in harmony, in sync with Krishna's instructions. Simple as that. That's all. One line. You are doing according to Krishna's instructions, you're in safe zone. Don't worry. Like, you go to an income tax officer or a chartered accountant, typically income tax officer. He'll ask you a few questions. He'll say, you did this, you filed your income, you calculated like this, then don't worry. You're safe. Don't bother. If you go to an income tax officer, or you go to a chartered accountant, he'll ask you a set of questions. He'll say, did you conceal income? Did you earn money and not declare it in your, did you keep it as cash or not declare it? Or something like that. If your answer yes to everything, then you're in big trouble. But suppose you say, no, I will, whatever I've earned, I've declared. I've honestly declared. I paid my taxes. I've done this, I've done that. Everything I correctly have done. Then the one chartered accountant will say, then you don't worry, you're safe. Same way. If you are doing according to the instructions of Krishna and you're not deviating from that, you're definitely in the safe zone. The trouble is, people like to experiment. Not just experiment, sometimes people become overconfident. You know why? Because the reaction sometimes doesn't come immediately. If I put my hand in fire, it burns immediately. That's okay, I understand. If I put my hand in a plug, I'll get a shock immediately. I can understand. But this karma things, no, they're very subtle. The reaction doesn't come immediately. It takes its own time. It's like planting a seed. When you plant a seed, you don't get the fruit immediately. You have to wait. You have to wait. So same way, sometimes you have to wait. And during the time when they're waiting, these people get all kinds of doubt. Hey, nothing happened. Yeah, I did. Yeah, right. Piles patient. So nothing happened. I did such crazy thing. Nothing has happened. No, it has happened. It will happen. It will definitely happen to you. It won't go anywhere else. It will come behind you. Wherever you go, your karma will chase you. So follow the instructions of Krishna. Don't take risk. Don't play games with Krishna. Don't play hide and seek with law of karma. Law of karma will find you wherever you are. You have any doubt, Anusha? You think law of karma you can escape, or it will find you wherever you're hiding?
It will find us.
Anita? Alu Pula?
Yes, Prabhu, law of karma will definitely find us wherever we are.
Really, huh? Suppose
yes, Prabhu, really.
Behind the door. Law of karma will find us wherever we are.
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to be careful. Vijay Kalyani, Vijaya, you think the law of karma will find us or we can escape?
Yes. No.
What
We
is
can't
this?
escape. It will find us, Prabhuji.
What is this? Yes,
It will find us, the law of karma.
Very good. Srinidhi, where are you?
I am at home, Hyderabad.
Oh, nice. So, Lord,
Yeah, I'm at home, Hyderabad, Prabhuji.
thank you, Ma. Thank you. All right. So, law of karma will find us. We have to be careful. Okay. Next slide. How many slides left? Harshini, how many slides, Ma?
1 minute, Prabhuji.
Hmm?
More 10 are there.
Okay. So, let's go. Yeah, somebody can read.
Attaining the Supreme. One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God. Hari Bol, Prabhuji.
Wonderful. Great, let's say to Canada or America or something. Then there are rules in that country. If you're willing to follow, then you can emigrate. Then you can emigrate. So Krishna is saying, you want to come back to me, come back to my kingdom. Here's the way to do that. Just follow what I'm telling you. And you're practicing here. When you practice and become perfect in following my instructions, then automatically you will be transferred in your next life to Krishna Loka. Krishna Loka. Naturally and automatically you're promoted, not transferred. Actually, you're promoted. That's the right word. Krishna Loka. How about taking a one-way ticket and going to Krishna Loka? And this is the way to do that. Krishna says, you'll come back to me. So that is why he's mentioning in the 18th chapter. So like this, the 18th chapter goes on. There are some more slides, interesting slides. Now, you see, first you did a 6-day course. Then you did an 18-day program. Now, the most exciting part, the great acharyas and great saints have very, very patiently, for your sake and my sake, have identified that the middle 6 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita are the most important chapters. You understand? Chapters from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 are the most important chapters of the Bhagavad Gita. And out of that, they've said, somebody said something. Somebody said something. Some yoga they said.
Prabhuji, is it that Bhakti Yoga?
You're right, Bhakti Yoga. All right. Now, out of these middle 6 chapters, they said 9th chapter is very important. So we should read the middle 6 chapters carefully, study them, and then now among them the 9th chapter. Some other great acharyas, some of the greatest acharyas, have said, okay, that's one way of analyzing the middle, whatever. The middle 6 chapters of Gita are very important, and out of them, the 9th chapter. Some other great acharyas have said, out of the 700 slokas of the Bhagavad Gita, we will choose 108. We will choose 108 as the greatest slokas of the Bhagavad Gita. 700, exactly 700 slokas are there. So the acharyas have said, we will choose 108. Just a minute, I'm charging my phone. Here we go. So the acharyas have said, we'll choose 108 as the most important shlokas of the Bhagavad Gita. So many acharyas have chosen. And it was very interesting. Most of these acharyas, they kind of agree on what are the important 108 shlokas of the Bhagavad Gita. In fact, there are small booklets also. Many have written prayers from the Bhagavad Gita. They write all these 108 shlokas and say, all right, you read it once in a day. Translation. You'll feel so happy, so inspired. You know what? You'll feel so reassured by Krishna. Sinduri, are you there? Are you listening?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm here.
Yeah, right. Thank you. So you'll feel so reassured by Krishna. You know what? Krishna speaking Bhagavad Gita is not like some, political speech coming and speaking to whatever, 100 people, 500 people, 10,000 people or something like that. No, it's not like that. Krishna coming and speaking is actually addressing each one of us individually. Though it does not appear exactly like that, the fact is Krishna is addressing each one of us individually. He's saying, hey Supraja, this is my message to you. Hey Sapan, sorry. This is what I want to tell you. Read this shloka, translation.
Hare Krishna. Anyone devotee, please raise your hand and read the translation.
One who distributes this knowledge. For one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. And at the end, he will come back to me.
Yeah. So okay. So all right. So the Acharyas said, the interesting thing is many of the Acharyas tend to agree what are the 108 important shlokas of the Gita. One or two from the first chapter, few from the second, like that, third, Karma Yoga, then Sankhya Yoga, then again Karma Yoga, fifth chapter. Then, in one sense, the identity of the soul is discussed in Dhyana Yoga, is discussed in sixth chapter. Then Bhakti Yoga starts 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11 is devotion, 11 is Vishwarupa, 12 is devotional service, 9 is what is it called? King of all knowledge, like that. So they tend to agree with what are the 108 important shlokas of the Gita. And they've written commentary and they've said, listen, if you don't have the time to read all the 700 shlokas, at least you read the 108 shlokas and the translation and try to internalize them. I don't want people to come back and see, Prabhu, I've memorized these shlokas. I want people to come and see, Prabhu, I'm inspired by these shlokas. I'm so inspired. They're like guiding light for me in my life. All important decisions that I make in my life are based on these instructions in the 108 shlokas. I want to hear people say that rather than I know 10 shlokas by heart, etc. I want people to say, after I read these shlokas, I know Krishna is my friend. Krishna is there to protect me. Krishna may be in the spiritual world in Vaikuntha, but he has the time for me. And if I reach out to him, he will definitely respond and figure out some way through which he can help me. My faith on Krishna is increasing. I feel safer now that I'm reading these verses that Krishna has spoken to Arjuna. It feels like he's addressing me. It feels like he's telling me. It feels like he's inviting me to come to be under his protection. I want people to say that. I want people to say, my life is no longer what it was. It's so different after Krishna has come into my life. I'm completely different now. I have someone I can lean on. I have someone who gives his shoulder to me. I have someone who holds an umbrella when it rains. or shines. I have someone who's guiding me, I have someone who understands me. I have someone who is not judging me. I have someone in Krishna who's unconditionally trying to help me, not judging me. I want people to come back and say this. So at least we should try to learn or study these 108 shlokas. What do you think? You think it's a good idea? Not a very good idea.
It's a good idea, Prabhuji.
It's a very good idea, Prabhuji.
Very good idea.
I'll say Hari Hari Bol.
Uma, are you there? What do you think?
Good idea, Prabhuji.
Supraja?
Yes, Prabhuji, it's not just a good idea, but it's a best idea.
Prabhuji, as you said, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. As you said, we can reach to, we can go to the, we can have the higher taste and we can liberate.
Yes, correct.
With
Sapan
this
would you like
one.
to say something?
Okay.
Sapan?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Yeah, it is very essential, Prabhuji. It is a necessity, because we have all solutions to our life's challenges and problems in Bhagavad Gita. So it is very essential for everyone to be well aware of those shlokas and understand and apply
Very
them.
good. So here we will be applying a slightly different format. We will chant the shloka together. We will try and learn how to chant the shloka together in a proper meter. Then we will discuss the meaning of the shloka with examples from Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavatam. We will analyze, we'll see how to apply. There's a discovery about the shloka, there's an understanding of the shloka, and there's how to apply. It's called the DUA, process of study of Bhagavad Gita. What is it called? DUA. What does D stand for?
Discovery.
Discover. Discover what's in that shloka. U stands for
Understanding.
correct. What does A stand for? Vijay Kalyani, Swapna, Srinidhi, Navya Shri, Sindhuri. What does A stand for?
Apply.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Applying. How do we? So we will be using a DUA format to study these shlokas. And finally, how to apply these shlokas in our lives. And there will be 4 classes per week. And the 5th class will be some kind of a summary class. That means what we have learned in the 4 classes, we kind of summarize. And when we summarize, I would like some of you to speak about, what you've learned and what impact it has made in your life, etc. You think it's a good way of studying and understanding and applying these shlokas? See, we just don't want it to become an academic exercise.
Yes.
Just,
Yes, Prabhuji.
you think
Yes,
so?
sir.
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. It's applying.
So,
Yes, Prabhuji.
we are doing registrations from today. I would like you all to just send a message to Govardhan or to me saying that you're interested, you would like to register. We will start these classes from the next week. 4 classes per week, same, around 8 to 9 time, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Question, I have 4 classes per week. 5th class will be a summary class. We'll finish the 108 shlokas. I think it will take at the average of about, 3 to 4 shlokas we can say per session. If we allot 15 minutes for each shloka, let's say we do it. How many hours, how many weeks you think we'll need? Or between 3 to 4 shlokas we can do in a class, 1 hour session, 20 minutes per shloka. So how many classes would you need?
27.
27 classes. All right. Now, if you need 27 classes, we're going to take 4 classes in a week. So we need 27 classes. So how many weeks that would be? Would that
6,
be?
I think, Prabhuji.
7 weeks and
6
2 months.
to 7.
That's like, so we'll stretch it by another month. We'll say, because there are some interesting shlokas, we may end up spending more time. So let's say we have 3 to 3.5 months. That's my guess. Because occasionally we may have some festival, like we had Janmashtami, we'll have Radhashtami, then we will have yatras. Sometimes we'll take you on a yatra. So I would think 3.5 months. So I would invite you to register. I'll guarantee you one thing. You'll be a completely transformed, better, happier individual. Completely transformed, better, happier, more confident about yourself individual. Devotee, actually, by going through this program.
So blessed,
So-
Prabhuji. So blessed.
You think you're all game for it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. It's a blessing. It's a great blessing for us.
How many of you are working professionals among all of you? You think it's possible, working professionals, to set aside an hour, maybe 4 classes? Or if you don't want 5 classes a week, shall we make it 4 classes a week? In which
Yes.
case, we'll finish the whole program in 4 months, let's say. What would you prefer?
4 classes will be ideal, Prabhuji.
How
4
many of you
classes,
vote for
ideal.
4 classes?
4 classes for me also, Prabhuji.
How many of you vote for 4 classes? Just raise your hand, please. We'll close
Prabhuji,
this debate now.
These 4 classes are every day or alternate days?
It will be typically alternate day.
Okay.
Supraja, what happened?
Prabhuji, I'm a student, Prabhuji. I'm comfortable with either 4 or 5, Prabhuji.
So then just raise your hand, please. We want to close this. Navya, Anusha, Bharat. Kiran, Swati. Navya, what happened to you? Sapan, just raise your hand. I'm just doing a count.
Yes.
Anusha, are you there? Anusha. Malati has raised. I think only Bharat. Bharat has also said sort of okay.
Anushamata
Yeah.
message, both are fine.
Yeah, okay, fine. So you can all register by sending a message to Govardhan saying yes, or we'll take it. Now, is it okay if we charge a small fee? I'll tell you the only reason we want to charge a small fee is because that'll, you'll also take it seriously and you'll get a certificate and some study material.
Yes, Prabhuji. Fees is necessary for
Prabhuji.
anything, Prabhuji. Fees is
Yes,
necessary.
Prabhuji. I'm ready, Prabhuji.
We are very much ready, Prabhuji.
For a 4 or a 4.5 month, because now it's 4 classes a month, I would think it will be between 4 to 4.5 months we'll finish this. See, in
Yes,
between,
Prabhuji.
let me add one more thing. The other thing I want to add is we will also be presenting some modules about Bhakti Yoga at home. How at home you can practice Bhakti Yoga. So that modules also will be included in this 4.5 to 4.5 months or something like that. How to practice Bhakti Yoga at home. How to do Tulsi Puja, how to observe Ekadashi, what can we eat on Ekadashis, how to celebrate events or whatever different things that will also be taught. So basically, you're getting two things: 108 shlokas identified by the greatest of acharyas of the whole world, and the second thing you will get is how to practice at home, like all of us do, like I do. I practice at home. I mean, my life is different. I live in the temple, so tends to be a little different. But you know how to practice at home. Now, what do you think would be a correct fee for 4.5 month program?
You decide, Prabhuji.
No. Give me a suggestion, then I'll tell you what suits, what is good. This is just to make every one of you serious, and just to, you know, that you'll get a iskcon certificate, iskcon completion certificate. There'll be an iskcon graduation day celebration. And there are so many other incentives. I don't want to mention all of them right now. So what do you think? Suppose I were to say, I want to fix $499 as the fee for the entire course. Would that be too much?
No,
No,
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji.
it's perfect.
Not at all, Prabhuji. It's perfect.
No, Prabhuji, that is perfect.
Is that okay?
Okay,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Srinidhi,
It's
Vijaya,
okay.
Yes,
Sinduri,
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, absolutely.
Pan, Swati. I mean, basically to make every one of us serious about this whole program. All right, so we will begin the classes the Monday next. Not this week, the Monday next, introductory program. And you directly correspond with Govardhan and complete your enrollment formalities. Is this okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. All right. So I want to take 5 more minutes of your time, and I want you all, anybody, any 3, 4 of you, you can bring down your hand. Thank you very much. If you keep it up, it may hurt, you know, after some, how long your hand will be staying up? All right. So yeah, I would like any one of you or 1 or 2 of you to make some suggestions, comments, and what did you feel about this 18-day program?
Prabhuji, I can start.
Sure, Sapan.
Yeah. So it's been one of the best experiences of life, and I feel very fortunate that I was part of this. So I feel very fortunate that I was part of this, and so hundreds and probably several hundreds of would have received the flyer about this course, but how many went through it, how many took action on it is very just few, like 20-30 people. And really very grateful to Govardhan Prabhuji, because he made us get used to him. When class was not there, at that same time in the morning, actually we would miss him. Seeing his cheerful face and and the way he talks and all the knowledge that he shares with us. So we got used to him. So it's been a very nice experience being in this course, learned so much, and very glad we are doing another level of course as well. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji, for you as well.
Amazing. Govardhan is one of my favorite teachers also.
Just an instrument, bro. Actually, frankly speaking, I just want to share my experience with you all, because many instruments will be used by a music player. The greatness is of the musician who's playing it. Similarly, I came in front of you, have presented, it's only because of His grace, Varada Krishna. Thank you so much, bro, for giving an opportunity.
He is being very modest. I didn't do anything. He sits in Hyderabad, I sit in Bangalore. What is it I can do to him? Possible. So anybody else wants to say anything?
Prabhuji, may I speak?
Yeah, who's this?
May I speak, Prabhuji? Vijay Kalyani, Prabhuji.
Please, Vijay Ma, please carry on.
Okay. Prabhuji, it has been a transformative program for me because I'm into the practice of teaching. So it's a different level of teaching where I felt some sense of complete contentment, peace within myself, and also lost my this urge to react very fast to anybody who is trying to irritate, or all these kinds of negative devices were going out, and there was a way somewhat I felt that some virtues are entering into my being. And above all, I tie Rakhi to Krishna from childhood, so I felt the nearness to Krishna so much when I was with this program. Throughout this program, I felt I should be more near. And as it's said that the more you wish for something, it happens. So the same way, the programs are building up. Like you just now have proposed this new kind of course, and I feel that my life is on the way of transformation. And with me, I pass on the same level of positivity, energy, and this dynamic way of living life to all those who are surrounding me. And everyone is saying and pointing out that you are somebody who is really into a way of goodness. And that's something
Thank
I'm so
you. I'm happy
indebted
to
to
hear that.
all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Ma. I'm looking forward to working with you in the 108 shlokas. We are calling it Gita 108. That program is being called Gita 108. Sinduri, is your hand up? Would you like to say something, Ma?
Yes, Prabhuji. Can I just talk about how my association with iskcon has been, like whatever my experiences in not just 18 days, because I've been meeting Govardhan Prabhuji for a while now on Instagram, on Zoom. Yes, my videos.
Go ahead, Sinduri. We are waiting to hear.
Yes, so I feel it feels nice. It feels more like I'm not alone anymore. And I think entirely in life, no matter how many friends you have, please excuse me if I get emotional. No matter how many people you have, there is a loneliness all the time. And I realized that Krishna was around all the time, and how did I miss this? And I feel much more complete. And it's very nice to have all of you here. And I'm just very blessed, I would say.
Sinduri, it's been great to have you with us too. The same here. We've always been doing courses, and I keep wondering, how did you miss that?
Yeah. And in fact, Harshini and I went to the same school, and there were many times she would talk to me about being a part of these programs, and somehow it was only now that I started maybe taking it more seriously, to be frank. And it's also like you reach that last straw, right? You're like, I have no courage anymore now. The only thing is to resort to this higher power. And I think it was very reassuring. Every class coming here, meeting everyone, listening to Prabhuji talk about Krishna, talk about it in such a it's so lively to be a part of the class, to listen to the stories. And you just it's mainly about I had so many answers that I got from childhood, the questions I had about what is this constant loneliness despite being around people, despite engaging in work, despite everything, like having so many relationships. But I realized that actually all of this is so it's such an illusion that it reminded me, I think the course reminded me that there is only one place I have to be at, and that is with him, with Krishna. That's it.
Thank you. I'm so inspired to hear you say this. Govardhan, just conduct this session. 2 more hands are up.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Wonderful experience that you have shared with us. Very inspiring, and I'm very feeling very happy, Mataji. You came forward and you're sharing your experience.
Thank you, Prabhuji. And I really hope that Krishna blesses everyone who's here, because in some way or the other, with your inputs, it it helps the journey. It really does. It contributes to this, journey we are all on. And I just wish good things happen to all of us.
Yeah, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Actually, you were in between little bit emotional. Actually, I thought like you had much in you had to share, but not share it. We can sense that. Thank you so much, Mataji. And this is not just an end; it's a beginning. We are going to have a long sessions with all Prabhujis and Matajis. And you look at Arshini Mataji, how she is continuously smiling. You attend one of our yatra, you will be like that. And you're welcome to our Vasudeva Kutum.
Thank you very much, bro.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Yes, Anita Mataji. Anita
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Yes.
As I started my journey in 2023 with Varada Krishna Prabhu's classes, but I couldn't understand each and every word. What is అంటే నాకు అప్పటి వరకు కూడా భగవద్గీత అంటే ఏంటి, అందులో ఉన్న వర్డ్స్ దాని మీనింగ్ ఏంటి అనేది నాకు అస్సలు అర్థం కాలేదు. తర్వాత ఈ గీత సీక్రెట్స్ ఆఫ్ గీత ఇది విన్న తర్వాత 3 times అటెంప్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత నాకు కొంచెం క్లారిటీ వచ్చింది. దాని తర్వాత నేను మళ్ళీ ఈ 18 days కోర్స్ జాయిన్ అయ్యాను. 18 days కోర్స్లో ఐ బికేమ్ మోడ్ ఆఫ్ గుడ్నెస్. నేను ఆల్రెడీ మోడ్ ఆఫ్ గుడ్నెస్లో ఉన్నాను, బట్ అబద్ధం ఆడొద్దు, దీపం పెట్టాలి దేవుడికి, లైక్ ఇట్లాంటి స్పిరిచువల్గా చాలా చాలా జరిగాయి. అండ్ నా ఫ్యామిలీలో కూడా కొన్ని డిస్టర్బెన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి, బట్ నా హెల్త్ కూడా చూసుకొని నేను ముందుకెళ్ళాలని కృష్ణునితో మనస్ఫూర్తిగా వేడుకుంటున్నాను. అండ్ 108 క్లాసెస్కి ఖచ్చితంగా స్పిరిచువల్ వేగా ఇంకా ముందుకెళ్ళాలని, కంటిమాల వేసుకోవాలని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కోరుకుంటున్నాను ప్రభుజీ.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Tells Mataji, actually, in spite of your difficulty, but you regularly attend all the sessions. I'm really grateful and thankful to you. Thank you so much, Mataji. And any other devotee like to share your experience? And one more important and surprising news for all the devotees. I request you to please wait for another 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, we're going to end the session after taking this feedback. Actually, His Grace Varada Krishna Prabhu asked me to give a special gift for all of you. I just want to give that good news so that you can come and have that gift in iskcon Temple Habits, Hyderabad. Any other devotee like to share their experience? Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, can I share a few more?
We'll give chance to Prabhuji Mataji. After that, we will take.
Okay.
Yes, Kaushalnath.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Thanks for the enlightening the Bhagavad Gita, the 18 days program. This team organization iskcon, the worldwide, it's known very famous organization, and that is imparting the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, like Varada Krishna Prabhuji and Goverdhan Prabhuji, yourself, Gangadhar Prabhuji, his idol. You used to tell that he's the idol for us, that he remembers 700 slokas. The 18 days program, what I used to feel personally, have enlightened us about what is Bhagavad Gita, how many slokas are there, and how to build our personality, how to move in a path of bhakti in a path of bhakti and come close to Krishna. So your explanations, slide presentations, and lot of being, and you are also busy with your job, a part of this rendered a great work for all of us. A big thanks to you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much for your kind words. It's all Krishna and Guru mercy. We are just like instruments with try to do our little best what we can do. We tried it. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your guidance. Is any other devotee wants to share? Okay, a few comments in the chat box. I'll read for all. Swapna Mataji messaged me, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, this 18 days course, it's really excellent. It's really helpful for the beginners and also in our day-to-day life. We really used a lot to Govardhan for teaching. Thank you so much for wonderful sessions, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you so much for your kind words. It's all Krishna and Guru Mercy, Mataji. And Laksh. Sai Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for providing an opportunity to know about Krishna and his Leelas. As I'm a beginner, it's really helped me in a lot to realize whom I am, okay, and what I am for. Thanks a lot, Prabhuji, for eternal knowledge. Yes, Prabhu, this knowledge is given by Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, with the help of Srila Prabhupada, is divine grace, Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada, founder of iskcon. Okay, it's given as it is Bhagavad Gita for us. We try to present as it is. If any mistakes are there, it's our mistake. But we are also trying to present as it is knowledge. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Yeah, as I promise you, actually, Varada Krishna Prabhu, because of Prabhuji and HTMC member, temple has given some prasadam for us. And Prabhu told us like every one of our devotees should get that prasadam. Prabhu has arranged for Chipan book prasadam and Maha prasadam for all our devotees. Okay, I request all the devotees, those who are nearby. Okay, I'm giving my number in chat box so that you can contact me. We will try to provide that Maha prasadam and Chipan book prasadam also for everyone. And it is there in temple. Those who are coming to temple, they can collect in temple also. Okay, but before you are reaching, just give me a call so that I'll be available, or I'll arrange someone so that they can guide you and you will get the prasadam also. And if no other feedbacks are there, we'll ask His Grace Varada Krishna Prabhu to give us a some final concluding word for the session and a new beginning words for our upcoming sessions. Hare
You want
Krishna.
me to speak?
Yes, Prabhu.
1 minute. You see, the amazing thing about bhakti is that the more you learn, you start discovering that there's more to learn. Not only that, the more you learn, every step you make, the more happy you become. The more free from fear and anxiety you become, the more confidence you get. And you get it's like getting a compass to find your way. And somehow you'll get more, shall we say, guidance, intuition, direction to make the right choices in life and do so boldly, happily, with very little fear of consequences or something like that. And you see, the other important thing is, unless Krishna is there in your life, you will feel incomplete. Like Sindhuri was so perfectly saying, you may be surrounded by so many people, so many things happening around you, to you, in your life. But there's that whole loneliness, feeling of being lost and directionless, and the big fat question saying, what's the meaning of all this? Where am I? What's happening? Where am I heading, or whatever? That feeling of vacuum or in your heart. So all that will be erased, because when we are under the shelter of Krishna, that is the best and the most perfect and the most complete shelter. And unless we are under the shelter of Krishna, in truth, nobody can protect you. Because, let's say somebody is sick, very sick. The parents may come and say out of love, Oh no, don't worry, kid, we'll take care of you, we'll take care, but honestly, the parents can't guarantee a thing, nor can the doctors. Doctors will say, we've tried our best, we don't know what's going to happen. But with Krishna, it's not like that. When you turn towards Krishna, Krishna will tell Arjuna, you go and make all kinds of pratigyas and promises and shapat. Shapat means I'm definitely going to do that. And you put me in such great difficulty because I have to satisfy. I mean, nothing is very difficult for Krishna, but he has a way of telling this to Arjuna. He says, next time you make all these promises, before you make them, at least you talk to me, discuss with me before you make these promises. You don't know how much complication I have to face in order to fulfill all these promises that you're making. But there's no question of Krishna not fulfilling the promise that Arjuna made. There's no question of Krishna not fulfilling. That is Krishna. Actually, Arjuna says, my Lord, I didn't discuss with you because I never thought I had to do that. What is it you cannot do? Like that, he says. So Krishna's protection makes life more meaningful. And I want all of you to be blessed by that, to be empowered by Krishna's teachings, help you to make the right decisions, right judgments, right choices, and also feel completely protected by Krishna. And Krishna has the space for you. He has the time for you. He has the inclination to protect you, and he's waiting for you. He's waiting for you. So if at all there's any role we'd like to play the role of a bridge between you and Krishna. Or you could say a lead candle leading you to Krishna. Or you could say a compass, gift each one of you a compass so you can find your way to Krishna. Or you could even say, we'll hold your hand, we'll extend a helping hand and take you, if that is what you desire, take you with us to Krishna. So it's going to be a nice journey. We'd like you to be a part of this. And I'm honestly looking forward to each one of you to be present when we start the classes. Maybe we'll be communicating to you. Govardhan will be doing that next Monday. Have a great week. It's been a pleasure meeting you all. I mean, I just met you for 2 days only. But I can see how much love and affection you have developed for Govardhan. I'm deeply touched by that. Govardhan is like my brother. So I'm very, very delighted that all of you have turned, whatever, indicated that you will participate in this Gita 108 program. My hearty thanks. I have something to do. I'll excuse myself now. Anita wants to say something. Govardhan, can you please take care of that?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So my sincere thanks. I'm bidding you good night. You carry on. Anita wants to say something, and maybe Govardhan, all of you can hear. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. In spite of your busy schedule, you came and
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yes, Anita Mataji and Sapan Prabhu wants to say something. Anita Mataji, go ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. First of all, I didn't get one question answer. One question is there that was in my mind, that why did Varada Krishna Prabhu has stopped that Gita, 108 slokas. I was there in that one. Why did Prabhu has stopped that one? I didn't know the reason. Anyway, I got your presence, and your way of expressing, like in the middle of the Bhagavad Gita, you said that in two breads there is a jam, like that you have explained. That I liked the most. And the most important thing is your way of explanation with examples. and Srinidhi Mataji's questions and Tapan Prabhuji's questions is all elevated me more to know about Krishna, to go near to the Krishna. Then another one question is there, Prabhu, like in 108 slokas, how to do, how to do prayers to Krishna, how we can develop, అంటే పూజలో ఇంకా ఏ విధంగా మనం ఎట్లా ముందుకెళ్ళాలి కృష్ణ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళేది ఇవన్నీ కూడా చెప్తారా ప్రభుజీ అందులో?
Yes, coming back to your first question, మీరు ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడిగారు ఏంటంటే why Varada Krishna left in between continued this 108 important slokas. Actually, to give a chance to insignificant servants like me, Mataji, like Prabhu left it and given a chance to me. Not only that, actually Prabhu, in spite of busy schedule, he always loves and he always comes to give classes. Look at Prabhuji, actually it find difficult for me to get at least for 1-2 minutes also through in phone. It's very difficult for me to get Varada Krishna Prabhu. We can imagine because Prabhu is Bangalore Temple President, HTMC member for Hyderabad, Raichur in charge, Rampalli Center in charge, Nanda-Nandanastakam, Mukkugoda. Okay, like that. Not only this, in Bangalore, like 30-40 centers, 50 centers are there. Prabhu is looking after many centers. In spite of that busy schedule, Prabhu is giving some time for us because he loves to interact with the devotees. Maybe because of time constraints, Prabhu could not continue it, and at the same time, Prabhu wants to train others also. That's the reason he gives opportunity for everyone. This is your first question. And coming back to your second question, you asked, Mataji, what did you ask? In next session, you're in mute, Mataji.
ఓకే, ప్రభుజీ అది పూజ ఎలా చేసుకోవాలి, ముందుకు ఇంకా ప్రోగ్రెషన్ ఎట్లా కావాలి, ముందుకు నా దగ్గర ఏం డిఫెక్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఈ కృష్ణుని దగ్గరికి చేరడానికి,
ఓకే, గాట్ ఇట్,
అట్లాంటివన్నీ చెప్తారా అని.
Yes, Mataji. Actually, Prabhu this time planned the course in such a way that so that everyone should get benefited, not that they simply listen it. Okay, in home how they practice it. Okay, in each and every detail, okay, in your bhakti path will be explained in this course, Mataji. Actually, Prabhu said it will go for 3-4 months, but okay, I calculated it by seeing, for example, 3 or 4 classes per week. I calculated it will go nearby 6 months, like 6.5 months it will go. Definitely, we will in a week we will come up with some topic and we will explain you about that, and it will go on, Mataji. Okay, we will explain you. Don't worry about that. Definitely, in coming sessions we are going to explain to you. And one more thing, I'm personally requesting all the devotees, okay, just message me or call me, okay, regarding Mahaprasadam and Chappan Bhog. Actually, why I asked you to call me is near location. For example, I stay near to Ramnagar, Varasiguda, like that. Okay, I have almost 10 prasadam with me, so that nearby devotees I can give. And in Boinpalli, one of our devotees is there. In Mendipattam also one of our devotees is there. Like that, we are distributed so that nearby they can come and collect it. And not only that, for example, if you stay near to Elvina or somewhere, few of our devotees are staying there, we'll give some prasadam to you so that it will be reached to all the people. That is my intention. Actually, the Chappan Bhog and Mahaprasadam, okay, may not preserve for a long time. Sometimes it may find difficult for you to come on the same day. That's the reason I requested you to call me personally. Better is call me personally, not now, tomorrow. Okay, whenever you want to come, or where do you stay, how you want to collect the Chappan. I know few Matajis are stayed near to my home. If I'm not wrong, Sapna Mataji, I think. Sapna Mataji or someone stays near to my home. If any Mataji or Prabhuji staying near to my home,
I am Prabhuji, Supraja.
Supraja Mataji, okay. Prabhuji, call me Mataji. If you want, you can come and collect now also. If it is late, you can come and collect in the morning also. I just want to share my location. And not only that, like nearby devotees also, we are trying to place prasadam so that you'll not find much difficulty to come and collect it. Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji. Yes, Srinidhi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I felt very happy, Mataji, on Janmashtami day. I could meet you. I talked to your mother. You're such a bold person. Really amazing to see. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, there is no difference between Krishna and his name. Given a best example for it.
Okay, there is no difference between Krishna and Krishna name. You want example? Okay, Draupadi Mataji intensely prayed to Krishna by raising her hand. Okay, in front of her husbands are there, in front of him, so many exalted persons are there. Even though in a position no one could help him, suddenly she called Krishna. Krishna is in Dwaraka. At the time, Krishna was present in Dwaraka, but just by taking him, Krishna was present there, and he supplied unlimited sari. Okay, this means there is no difference between Krishna and Krishna name. Many times we think that Krishna should come and personally save me, like that we will think, but Krishna name, there is no difference. Krishna will save you somehow. Okay, just now Srinidhi, one Mataji shared her experience. Okay, Mataji said that Krishna is present near to me all the time, but I could not see him. But after coming to the classes, I experienced it because she has already taken the name of Krishna. That's the reason she could experience this. Okay, this is the difference. Means this is the explanation about there is no difference between Krishna and Krishna name. Okay, we should not think that Krishna only should personally come to me and he should protect me. If you think like that, means you are keeping Krishna away. For example, if you know Prime Minister Narendra Modi, for example, okay, I too know, but you don't know me. I also know Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but he don't. For example, if someone asks me, okay, if someone wants to cheat me or someone wants to do any mischievous things with me, okay, if I tell him, I know Prime Minister Narendra Modi, just by this word, will he afraid or not, Motherji?
He will be.
Okay, materialistic person name I'm taking it, and he is getting afraid of this name. Then what to speak of Krishna? Krishna is Sachidananda. Okay, there is no difference between Krishna and Krishna. Hope I answered your question, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Throughout the sessions, I really enjoyed your question, and I'm little worried also because the children's questions are very dangerous to answer because such a nice questions they will ask. Sometimes I cannot answer it. I really felt very happy with your presence throughout the session. Not only you, everyone, but especially Srinidhi Mataji questions really inspired me. Tapan Prabhu also, and few other Matajis asked very nice questions. Puja Mataji, Anita Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji, Srinidhi Mataji.
Prabhuji, I still have a Prabhuji.
You have a?
Prabhuji, my brother is in ignorance. Like he talks about Krishna without even having a knowledge, proper knowledge. He sometimes he even scolds Srila Prabhupada and other gurus. I really feel very bad about him, but I don't scold him like ఎందుకు చేస్తున్న అవసరమా నోరు కంట్రోల్లో పెట్టుకో అని అంటాను. Is it right, Prabhuji?
Two things we have to understand, Mataji. For example, if a person is throwing stone, okay, in a muddy water, if you are near to him, it will fall on you. Am I right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
In that case, what we have to do? If a person is start throwing some stone in a muddy water, if you are near, what you have to do?
We'll go away.
We have to go away. Sometimes when you are going in a street also, sorry to use this example, but just to make you understand, I'm using this. For example, if you're going in a street, sometimes dogs bargain you or some cats will make different sounds. Will you go and do an argument with them or you go away with your way?
I'll go away.
Okay, these type of persons are like that, Mataji. Okay, we cannot say that, okay, as is your dear brother, is very close to you. Sometimes it's very difficult to get away from that place. Only thing is close your ears. Okay, means, okay, internally, for example, we should not argue in a different way. We can pray for them, give Krishna Prasada. Okay, and ask counter questions. For example, you are saying that, okay, sometimes he's using some very unkind words to Srila Prabhupada or something else. Okay, you tell him, challenge him. You prove, okay, even 1% of Srila Prabhupada, what he has done, see, I'll agree what you're saying, it may be right. You prove me. You ask a counter questions. One time one student came to me and started debating with me in a different mood. I asked simple question to him. Prove me that she is your mother. I don't believe your words. Prove me she is your mother, scientifically. He was shocked and he was not at all doing argument. Now also he has never come back to me. I told, Prabhu, I need some time. You are asking some scientific proof. I have to do some test and other things. I told, take 1 month. Take 1 month and come back to me. Almost 6 months over, he has never come back to me. Okay, sometimes it will happen. Okay, people may not in a ready mood to accept your answers. Okay, instead of that, they'll have many questions. They don't have answers for that. Okay, they don't believe in your answer also. They may contract with you like that. You ask counter questions to them. Then they'll keep quiet. Okay, we are not supposed to take the stick and like beat the dog. You hold the stick, they will afraid. Dogs will afraid. You do not bargain it. You have to hold the stick. Means you have to come up with questions. You ask counter questions to them.
Okay, please. Hare
Okay.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Yes, Anita Mataji, you want to say something?
Yes, Prabhu. I think I have missed 3 classes, but I have learned all the 3 classes. You have sent me the recordings, no? From that I have learned. What I mean to say is, Srinidhi Mataji or Tapan Prabhu, I used to wait till end, how the questions are coming, how you are able to communicate, how you are able. I was very enthusiastically eager to see the answers, how you, Guruji is going to tell that question answer. This Tapan Prabhu is something like this. So how Guruji is going to tell that answer. I was very much keen interested in listening the questions and giving the answers. That's one thing. And I was from starting onwards, I was worried. Like in 1 hour, 1 chapter, how could it be? How could it be? How could it be? It just ran away in 18 days. Haribol Prabhuji, you are such an amazing person. Like in simple way, you have told me all the lessons of 18 chapters.
Again, it's
Thank
all.
you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. On behalf of all of us, I pray Dandavat Pranam to you, Prabhuji. Thank you for us.
Mataji. It's all Guru and Krishna mercy. Thank you so much.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Srinidhi Mataji, you have any other question?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, for example, there is a devotee who has full faith in Krishna and has pure devotion on Krishna, but he doesn't has Kanti Mala. Sometimes, because of some conditions, if he eats some tamasic food like onion and garlic, but only on some conditions. There is another devotee who wears Kantimala. He also has full faith on Krishna and full devotion on Krishna. What is the difference, Prabhuji?
Krishna, okay, is not a person. He sees only external things. Krishna sees the internal things. I told you 2 examples when you asked. I know, Mataji, why you are asking it. Don't worry about that. Krishna knows you have how sincerely you are practicing it. Okay, external things does not matter for Krishna. Okay, and coming back to your answer, Mataji, you asked 2 examples. One desperately want to follow the things, but is not wearing Kantimala and is having complete faith on Krishna. Okay, and another devotee, okay, having complete faith on Krishna and is able to make means wear Kantimala and is following. And okay, as I mentioned, Krishna sees your heart. That's it. Okay, don't worry much about that. Krishna know in what situation you are following it, in what circumstances you are facing the situations and you're practicing spirituality. Krishna likes it. Hope I answered your question.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Okay. Anita Mataji, we will take other questions. I will come back. Yes, Kaushal Nandika Prabhu. You are in mute, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, for the 108 slokas course which you are conducting, are you supplying any study material?
Actually, 108 important sloka PDF is there, Prabhu. We will share that slides and everything. Okay, the number, everything will be given to you. And it goes like this, Prabhu. Every day, one sloka we will recite and we will learn the sloka in the class itself.
Okay, Prabhu.
And we will go for explanation part. Okay, and after that, actually weekly 3-4 classes we are planning it. And sometimes because of some other classes it may clash. Okay, we will inform you in advance. And whatever classes you miss, we'll share the recordings. And at the end, there will be quiz, like question answers will be there. Okay, written exam, or in the class itself, we'll ask you about previous slokas. You have to come forward and tell. Okay, and it will goes like this. And any festival comes, we'll talk about festival topic like that. It will go through. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji. Are you planning for any certification or any get together for these programs?
Yes, we are planning. Once it is finalized, we will inform you.
Okay, Prabhuji. Probably tomorrow I may go towards the temple site to visit the doctor. So I'll give a call or a message to you to collect the prasad.
At what time you are coming, Prabhu?
That is between 10 to 1.
10 to 1. Okay. Where do you stay, Prabhu?
I stay at Boduppal, Hyderabad East, very far away, 25 kilometers.
I know, Prabhu. Few devotees are staying there. When you come, I'll give you some more boxes to you so that you can give it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I am also staying in Boduppal area, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I know, Mataji.
Near NT. Can you send him, Prabhuji, can you send me prasadam?
Yeah, I'll send Mataji. Kaushalnath Prabhu, you give your number in chat box. Mataji will note it down.
Yeah.
Mataji number is there, Prabhu. Note this.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yes,
okay, thank you, Kaushalnath Prabhu.
Kiran Sai Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
I have a doubt that as we all know that this Krishna Bhakti is not chosen by us. Krishna himself choose us for Krishna Bhakti. Then why we all in beginning will suffer from all these illegal things like whatever it may be, habits or eating habits, behavior, whatever it may be. Why this happens, Prabhuji?
Okay, I'll give you a simple example too. Child does not know what is good for them. Even the parents are telling they want to try their best, and after that they will surrender to the parents. Similarly, we are doing the same thing, Prabhu. Initially, Krishna is giving us everything, but we says no, I'll try, and we will go and touch the fire. It will burn. No, then we will come back. Like that, we are doing as a child, not a child. We are doing.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, we'll take final question. Yes, Srinidhi Mataji.
Prabhuji, I want to share my experience.
Yes.
You explained one example to Prabhuji, so I have remembered it just now. So 8 months back, I was in private school, and now I was government school ki వేసారనమాట because of some financial issues. That was not the big problem, but ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ఫ్రెండ్స్ నాతో అంతా ఉండేవాళ్ళు కాదు. లైక్ వాళ్ళు బ్యాడ్ వర్డ్స్ మాట్లాడే వాళ్ళు కాబట్టి నేను వాళ్ళకి కొద్దిగా దూరంగా ఉండేదాన్ని. సో నాకు మొత్తం బ్యాడ్గా అనిపించింది అనమాట. నాకు ఫ్రెండ్స్ లేరు, ఎవరు నాతో ఉండరని. సో నాకు కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్నెస్ అంటే కూడా తెలియదు అప్పుడు. కృష్ణుడి గురించి ఎంత తెలుసు అంటే చెప్పమంటే ఒక 2 పాయింట్స్ చెప్తాను అంతే. అయితే అప్పుడు నేను అనుకున్నాను, లైఫ్ ఇంతేనా, ఫస్ట్ నుంచి 18 years చదవాలి, మళ్ళీ జాబ్ కోసం ప్రయత్నించాలి, జాబ్ కొట్టినాక ప్రాపర్టీ అదంతా తెచ్చుకోవాలి, మళ్ళీ ఓల్డ్ ఏజ్, మళ్ళీ చనిపోతాం, మళ్ళీ ఇంకా జన్మ, ఇంతేనా అని అనిపించింది. అలా లేటర్ మా అన్నయ్య ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ యూస్ చేస్తాడు, అలా నాకు కూడా చేయబుద్ధి అయింది. సో ఐ ఓపెన్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్, ఐ యూస్డ్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ లైక్ దట్. అలా రీల్స్ వస్తా ఉంటే కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్నెస్ గురించి తెలిసింది. ఫిబ్రవరి ఎండింగ్ లో తిరుపతికి వెళ్దామని ప్లాన్ చేసుకున్నారు, అది కూడా సడన్ గా. అప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు ఇస్కాన్ అంటే కూడా. వెన్ ఐ వెంట్ టు ఇస్కాన్ తిరుపతి, ఐ వాజ్ సర్ప్రైజ్డ్. అంటే కృష్ణుడు అంటే ఇలా ఉంటాడా, కృష్ణుడు అంటే ఇదా అని. అక్కడే నేను భగవద్గీత తెచ్చుకున్నాను. అక్కడ తెచ్చుకున్న భగవద్గీత మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు చదివినంత వరకు నాకు కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్నెస్ అంటే పెద్ద ఐడియానే లేదు.
మీరు చిన్న 13 years అంటే ఎవరు నంబర్ మాతాజీ?
12 years ప్రభుజీ.
12 years. 12 years అంటే ఎవరు నంబర్? మీరు మాట్లాడే మాటలు, మీరు చెప్పే పదాలు అసలు అత్యద్భుతం మాతాజీ. నిజంగా మీకు దండవాద ప్రణామం చేయాలి. అండ్ వన్ మోర్ థింగ్ మాతాజీ, శ్రీనిధి మాతాజీ, మీకు ఏమన్నా డబ్బుల గురించి కోర్స్ రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఇబ్బంది ఉంటే నాకు కాంటాక్ట్ చేయండి. ఐ విల్ పే ఫర్ యూ. డోంట్ వరీ అబౌట్ దట్. ఓకే?
ఓకే ప్రభుజీ.
ఇఫ్ యూ హావ్ ఎనీ ఫైనాన్షియల్ ఇష్యూ యూ కెన్ కాల్ మీ మాతాజీ.
ఓకే ప్రభుజీ.
Whatever best I can do, I'll try.
హరే కృష్ణ.
Hare Krishna. If any students are there, like I cannot bear it, like this fees and other things, please let me know, Mataji. Whatever I can do, I'll try to do. And actually, this course fees also, frankly speaking, it does not. Those who are using Zoom platform, they will know. This does not go for even paying for Zoom platforms also. Actually, Zoom platform for per year it costs a huge amount. Almost it goes nearby 50,000 like that. Like that, we use 3 platforms like Telugu, Hindi, English. With 3 platforms, we use it. Okay, for maintenance also, we need some Lakshmi and everything. For example, whoever coming and preaching and background work, everyone is like giving their time and doing it, not for any material gain. Okay, voluntary, they're coming forward and doing it. Okay, and to make little serious, actually what we experienced is many times we are conducting it 500 contacts, we are getting it, not even 50%, means 50 devotees are not registering it, not even attending the classes. To make it little serious, we have started charging this amount, little amount only. And I can guarantee you that even not even 1 rupee also does not go in a waste. Like, okay, that is guarantee for you. And even though if you find any difficulty, Prabhu cannot pay because of some financial conditions, feel free to approach us. Okay, and if you feel that any other devotee also, being a student, I cannot afford it, if the condition is like that, okay, please write a message to me. Okay, whatever I can do, I'll try to do it. If any one of your friend is also like that, but only thing is a little seriousness is required from you. Okay, I registered for you, but if you're not attending, I feel bad. Like, array, I proposed Prabhu name, I came forward, I help, but he is not attending. Okay, both the way, it should not, we should not feel bad about that. Okay, if it is a case, please contact me. Sorry, actually my throat is very bad. Kindly forgive me for that. Anita Mataji, any question?
Yes, Prabhu. From Bhagavad Gita, why only 108 are important? That is one question. And second question is, as I heard from Varada Krishna Prabhu's classes, it is said Krishna plans, అంటే కృష్ణ పాస్ట్ జన్మది దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని ఫ్యూచర్ జన్మది కూడా దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని ప్రజెంట్ జన్మ ఇస్తారు అని చెప్పారు. అది కొంచెం ఏమైనా చెప్పగలుగుతారా ప్రభుజీ? ఇప్పుడు
Coming back to first question, Mataji, why 108 important? Actually, 108, 700 slokas are very important. We don't have time to read 700 slokas. We are just to make you a little comfortable. Okay, in that we are summarizing it, and Acharya has given 108. Okay, this is the first question. And second question, Mataji, for that you have to wait for little more time. Okay, that is in advance, our advanced 108 slokas we are going to discuss. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Is Srinidhi Mataji, anything else?
ఎస్ ప్రభుజీ. ఒకవేళ ఒక కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్నెస్ పర్సన్ హూ ఈస్ ఇన్ లవ్ విత్ కృష్ణ, ఇన్ ఫుల్ డెవోషన్ అండ్ ఇన్ ఫెయిత్ విత్ కృష్ణ, కానీ ఆయనకి గురు పరంపర నుంచి వచ్చిన నాలెడ్జ్ అందలేదు. విల్ హీ రియలైజ్?
Krishna will guide Mataji. Krishna guided Dhruva Maharaj. Krishna guided Prahlad Maharaj by sending Narada Muni. Similarly, Krishna guides him by sending some guru.
ప్రభుజీ, వన్ మోర్ క్వశ్చన్. ఇది ఎప్పుడు అడగాల్సింది అలాగే అంచనా. ఎప్పుడైతే మనం పాస్ట్ లైఫ్ ది కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్నెస్ ఉంటుందో దాన్నే మనం నెక్స్ట్ లైఫ్ లో కూడా కంటిన్యూ చేస్తాం. అలాగే అజమీలా 1% ని కంప్లీట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎమ్మటే తనకి లిబరేషన్ వచ్చిందా ప్రభుజీ?
లాస్ట్ జన్మలో 99% కంప్లీట్ చేశాడు. 1% చేయడానికి మళ్ళా జన్మ తీసుకోవాల్సి వచ్చింది.
అంటే ప్రభుజీ ఆ 1% చేసిన తర్వాత ఎమ్మటే తనకి డెత్ వచ్చిందా ప్రభుజీ?
Yes. 99% he has completed in past life. 1% he completed this lifetime and he went back home, back to God.
ప్రభుజీ,
Okay.
మనకు కూడా ఒకవేళ పాస్ట్ లైఫ్ లో మనం 70% డెవోషన్ చేసి ఈ లైఫ్ లో మనం 30% డెవోషన్ చేసామంటే ఎట్ ద టైమ్ ఆఫ్ డెత్ 30% కంప్లీట్ అవుతుందన్న ప్రభుజీ?
కంప్లీట్ చేస్తే వెళ్ళిపోతుంది.
దాని తర్వాత 1% కూడా చేయలేమా ప్రభుజీ?
అండ్ ఇప్పుడు ఏదైనా స్టూడెంట్ ఉంది అనుకోండి, 100% మార్క్స్ వచ్చాయి అనుకోండి, 101 వస్తాయా అండ్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఈస్ ఫర్ 100. ఓకే.
Yes ప్రభుజీ, I understood.
And you're the perfect example, Mataji. In past life, you have done very pious activities. That's the reason at 12 years age you started practicing Krishna consciousness.
Prabhuji, there is a sloka Neha Vikrama Nasosti.
Nasosti pratyavayunidhite salpamapyasya dharmasya trayate. Yes.
So we start from where we left, but in
Yes.
material world, that's not the case.
Yes.
That's the benefit of practicing and consciousness.
Sapan Prabhu, you back to India, Hyderabad?
Yes, Prabhuji. And as soon as I landed here, I have this power cut issue. So I'm managing work and class both at a time. So please convey my apologies to Varada Prabhu because he noticed that I was multitasking. So he used to call out my name to check. So I was working on laptop at the same time listening, but I had another choice to just disconnect Zoom call and listen to the recording later. But instead, I preferred to be in person.
Thank you so much. I could see that, Prabhu. Actually, you are here and there, but I really appreciate your sincerity just to attend the class. You are showing much interest. I'm very thankful for that. If possible, meet us, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. And I'll call you after we finish the Zoom call, Prabhu. I need to talk.
Yeah, Prabhu. Immediately you call, Prabhu, because from almost 10 days, my feeling very tired.
Yeah. Okay, Prabhu.
Immediately you call, Prabhu.
Yeah.
My throat is also not so cooperative. Okay, if no other questions are there, we'll end the session here. And okay, only one request is don't quit the group. Please don't quit the group. Okay, and all your updates will get in WhatsApp group only. And if any registration fees is there, you please register for that also by paying the fees. If you find any difficulty, I'll bear that fees. Okay, don't worry. See you all.
Prabhuji, are you going to teach that course?
Yes.
Okay. I thought some other devotee will come or like that. I was worried because you will teach in very simple English now with examples.
No, Mataji, like I am the least insignificant person in Prabhu's what do you call in bank? Okay, I'm the least. currency value person. Okay, better than me, many persons are there. If they come, you'll feel more happy. Don't worry about it.
Ayo, Prabhu. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.